Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to be a review of two-digit subtraction with regrouping. Our first example problem is 80 minus 57, and I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So now all the problems in this live stream are going to be regrouping problems, but I always say step one, before you do any subtraction, check if regrouping is needed. Before you do any subtraction, check if regrouping is needed. Now all the problems in this video will need regrouping, but assuming that you're going in not knowing whether a problem needs regrouping or not, you go in, you check if it's needed. And for subtraction, we regroup whenever the bottom digit is bigger than the top digit. So if you look in the ones place here, the bottom digit 7 is bigger than the top digit 0. You cannot start out with 0 and take away 7. You'll be in negative numbers. So we have to regroup. When we regroup, by taking a 10 from the tens place and adding it to the ones place. So the 8 is going to become a 7. The 0 is going to become a 10. Now back in the 90s and early 2000s, we used to call this borrowing. But we're not actually borrowing because we never give the 10 back. We're not borrowing, we're taking here. Alright, so now that all of the top digits are bigger than all of the bottom digits, now we can subtract. 10 minus 7 equals 3. 7 minus 5 equals 2. And we have our final answer. 80 minus 57 equals 23. Alright, on to the next example problem. Alright, 92 minus 49. So we check to see if regrouping is needed. And it is, because you cannot start out with 2 and take away 9. So we regroup by taking a 10 from the tens place, adding a 10 to the ones place. So the 9 is going to become an 8. We take away 1. And then the 2 is going to become a 12. And now we are ready to subtract. 12 minus 9 equals 3. And 8 minus 4 equals 4. And we have our final answer. 92 minus 49 equals 43. Alright, on to example number 3. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit the like button so this quality educational content will reach more viewers. I am glad that you are here. Next example problem. Alright, right in the next example problem now. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. C. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. Oh. Shout out to Mr. C. So step 1, we check if regrouping is needed. And it is, because you cannot start out with 4 and take away 8. So we regroup by taking a 10 from the tens place. The 7 is going to become a 6. The 4 is going to become a 14. As I said earlier in the video, back in the 90s and early 2000s, we used to call this borrowing, but it's not really borrowing because we're not giving it back. Alright, now we are ready to subtract. 14 minus 8 equals 6. 6 minus 4 equals 2. And we have our final answer. 74 minus 48 equals 26. Alright, I'm going to erase, do another problem. There's a second intro song, so all of you in the chat can tell me which one you like better. I'm going to sing the second intro song here for this while I'm writing the next problem down. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. Oh, oh. It's the Mr. Camilleri. Mr. Camilleri. Mr. Camilleri show. What do y'all think? You like the first intro song better or the second one? At some point, I'm probably going to put that to a vote. All right. So we have 64. We have 63 minus 46. 63 minus 46. Step 1, before we do any subtraction. Before we do any subtraction, we see if regrouping is needed. We regroup whenever whenever the bottom digit is bigger than the top digit. And here we need regrouping because you cannot start out with 3 and take away 6. So we regroup by taking a 10 from the tens place, 6 is going to become a 5. And adding a 10 to the ones place, that 3 is going to become a 13. Now we can subtract. 13 minus 6 equals 7. 5 minus 4 equals 1. And we have our final answer. 63 minus 46 equals 17. All right, about to erase. And then we're going to get to the next example problem. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. C. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. Shout out to Mr. C. All right, 72 minus 49. All right. So step 1, we see if regrouping is needed, and we regroup whenever the bottom digit is bigger than the top digit. In the ones place, 9's bigger than 2. You can't start out with 2 and take away 9, so we will need to regroup. So we're taking a 10 from the tens place. That 7 is going to become a 6, and that 2 is going to become a 12. And now we are ready to subtract. 12 minus 9 equals 3. 6 minus 4 equals 2. And we have our final answer. 72 minus 49 equals 23. All right, moving on to the next example problem. This could possibly be the final example problem of the video. Intro song number 2. I'm going to switch up intro songs as I erase in between problems. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. Camilleri, Mr. Camilleri, Mr. Camilleri show. You guys got to tell me in the chat if you think I'm a good singer or not. Growing up, I was always told I was a horrible singer. I think the people telling me that were right. All right, next example problem. 45 minus 29. All right, so we start out seeing if regrouping is needed, and it is, because you cannot start out with 5 and take away 9. So we regroup by taking a 10 from the tens place and adding it to the ones place. So the 4 becomes a 3, and the 5 becomes a 15. Now we're ready to subtract. 15 minus 9 equals 6. 3 minus 2 equals 1. And we have our final answer. 45 minus 29 equals 16. All right, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. And if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please remember to hit the like button. Please remember to hit the like button so more quality educational content, so we will have a bigger reach, and more quality educational content will reach more viewers. All right. Till next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off.